Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Alum, Kroy Biermann physically blocked his estranged wife, Kim Zolciak, from moving. Therefore, the police were called once again to their Georgia mansion. The cops have told Kim that she needs to stop calling them with every divorce issue she has. Yet it has happened again, but what exactly transpired? Keep reading for further details. It's very sad for Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann, as they were once very much in love. When Kim laid her eyes on Kroy, she knew that she had to get to know him and see what he was all about. Their courtship played out on RHO, and eventually they landed their own spin-off, Don't Be Tardy. He adopted her two oldest daughters, Ariana and Brielle, from a previous relationship. They then went on to have 4 more children and seemed incredibly happy. So it was a shock when they filed for divorce in early 2023. Admittedly, Kim and Kroy were struggling financially. Their Georgia mansion had faced foreclosure starting in 2022. They saved it and were able to do so again in 2023. Kim also owed around $1 million to the IRS and had a mountain of debts. When they filed for divorce, they threw a lot of allegations at each other, trying to reconcile, but it did not last. The police were called quite frequently to the home and were just called during a dispute between the estranged couple. They asked Kim to stop calling when it was not an emergency, but now the police are back in action. According to TMZ, Kim Zolciak was trying to leave with her moving truck, but Kroy was blocking the way. On Sunday, December 15th, a truck was at the Georgia home to get the remaining items. However, that became a struggle when Kim was unable to exit her driveway. Fortunately, they got smart and called the non-emergency line this time. Upon arrival, Kroy moved his car and Kim was able to leave. Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann's Georgia mansion was set for auction in early December. Yet nothing happened, but an Atlanta newspaper claimed that they were granted another postponement. Truist Bank owns the home, and they gave them the chance to sell the home on their own. Kroy claimed he wanted to take less than the selling price, but Kim declined, so he tried to force the sale. Now, it is very unclear as to what is really happening and why they are moving everything out. If they still have more time, why not stay through the holidays? At the same time, Kim has a lot of items, so it is probably best to start storing stuff ASAP. In a scene that could rival any reality television climax, former NFL player Kroy Biermann and reality star Kim Zolciak found themselves at the center of a dramatic domestic standoff that ended with police intervention. The couple, whose volatile relationship has been making headlines for months, once again found their private turmoil spilling into the public eye, proving that their ongoing divorce battle is anything but amicable. Once the poster couple of Bravo's Don't Be Tardy, Kroy Biermann and Kim Zolciak's marriage began to publicly unravel earlier this year, shocking fans who had followed their fairy tale romance. For over a decade, their whirlwind love story seemed impenetrable. Kim famously quipped, "Kroy made me believe in love again." But as financial troubles and personal disputes piled up, the cracks in their foundation became too obvious to ignore. Months of legal filings, accusations, and salacious leaks to the media painted a grim picture of two people at their wits' end. Kim reportedly blamed Kroy for their mounting debts, while Kroy accused Kim of reckless spending habits and prioritizing fame over family. Between the repossessed cars, unpaid tax bills, and heated custody battles, the Biermann-Zolciak household was a pressure cooker ready to explode, and explode it did. On what was supposed to be Kim's move-out day, tensions finally boiled over. Kim had reportedly arranged to collect her belongings and exit the couple's sprawling Georgia mansion, where they had been awkwardly cohabitating despite their ongoing divorce proceedings. The arrangement, however, did not go smoothly. According to sources close to the couple, Kim arrived with movers and a handful of friends, determined to pack up her personal items and leave the property. What she didn't anticipate was Kroy's adamant resistance to the move, resistance that quickly turned physical. Eyewitness accounts reveal that Kroy stood his ground at the front entrance, physically blocking Kim's attempts to access various parts of the house. One source described the scene as an emotional tug-of-war, with movers awkwardly standing by, unsure of how to proceed. Kroy wasn't budging, said the witness. He made it clear Kim wasn't taking anything out without a fight. Tensions escalated when Kroy allegedly accused Kim of trying to take items that didn't belong solely to her, including furniture, electronics, and sentimental family possessions. Kim, in turn, grew increasingly frustrated, demanding that Kroy step aside. The standoff reportedly devolved into shouting, with both parties hurling insults and accusations. "It was like a scene out of a Bravo reunion," said another onlooker. Kim was yelling about her rights, and Kroy was yelling about protecting what's his. It was messy, beyond messy. At some point during the chaos, someone, possibly one of Kim's friends or even a concerned neighbor, called the police. Officers arrived at the Biermann residence to find the couple still engaged in their heated dispute. Bodycam footage, yet to be released to the public, reportedly shows Kim visibly upset as she explains the situation to officers, while Kroy remains stoic but unrelenting. "He won't let me leave," Kim reportedly told police, pointing toward Kroy, who stood near the doorway with arms crossed. "I just want to get my stuff and go." For his part, Kroy maintained that he wasn't preventing Kim from leaving. He simply refused to let her remove items he claimed were shared property. The officers, tasked with untangling the emotionally charged dispute, attempted to mediate. In the end, police escorted Kim as she gathered a few essential items but left without taking everything she had initially planned. "It was clear neither side was backing down," said a source close to law enforcement. "The officers did what they could to keep the peace, but there's no resolving years of bitterness in one afternoon." The dramatic incident underscores the deep-seated animosity that now defines Kroy and Kim's once idyllic marriage. Legal experts predict this altercation could have implications for their ongoing divorce proceedings, particularly as both sides fight for control of assets and custody of their 4 children. For Kim, the move-out day fiasco represents yet another blow in an already challenging year. The former Real Housewives of Atlanta star has faced mounting public scrutiny, financial difficulties, and rumors of a diminished career. Friends say Kim feels humiliated by the incident, particularly since it played out in front of police and strangers. Kroy, on the other hand, appears determined to protect what remains of the family's shared assets. Friends describe him as frustrated and fed up, unwilling to concede any ground to Kim. "Kroy feels like he's been painted as the bad guy," said one insider. But from his perspective, he's just trying to hold everything together. The Biermann-Zolciak saga has captivated fans and critics alike, blurring the line between reality TV and real life. Kim and Kroy, once darlings of the Bravo universe, now find themselves in the kind of drama usually reserved for scripted television. Fans, of course, are divided. Supporters of Kim argue that she deserves a fresh start and a chance to rebuild her life away from Kroy. Others sympathize with Kroy, viewing him as a man pushed to his breaking point. Social media platforms erupted with commentary following news of the police intervention, with many expressing sadness for the couple's 4 young children who remain caught in the crossfire. One fan tweeted, "This is heartbreaking. I used to love watching Kim and Kroy's love story. Now it's like a train wreck I can't look away from." Another chimed in, "They need to stop fighting and think about their kids. Money comes and goes, but family is forever." Kim and Kroy's unraveling marriage is, in many ways, a cautionary tale about the pressures of fame, money, and reality television. The couple's rapid rise to stardom brought wealth and luxury, but it also amplified their challenges. As their financial woes mounted, so too did the cracks in their relationship, culminating in the explosive drama that now dominates headlines. For now, the question remains, can Kim and Kroy find a way to co-parent peacefully and move forward, or will their bitter feud continue to play out in public? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. This isn't the last we'll hear of Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann's high-stakes divorce battle. In the end, what started as a fairy tale romance has become a cautionary tale, leaving fans and onlookers wondering where it all went wrong, and hoping that, for the sake of their children, Kim and Kroy can finally put an end to their war of will.